coming to you with another makeup collection breakdown series. I haven't forgotten about this series. It's just, I don't know, I have so many videos in between, but I definitely want to get back to it and go ahead and finish it because I know this year I'm going to do an updated makeup collection video, and then I kind of want to start over again, so I want to get these out before I do that. This one is going to be on concealer. I love concealer. I love every element of my makeup collection, but there are just some that I give a little bit more love to. I love concealer. I love buying concealer. I love trying concealer. I love concealer. I wear concealer every day. Well, every day I wear makeup. I don't wear foundation every day. To work, a lot of times I'll wear concealer and pressed powder. But if I'm putting something on my face, concealer is a part of it. So I use it to highlight. I use it to everything. I love it. Let's go ahead and get into my collection of it. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I store it first. So go ahead and take a look at that. So this is how I store my concealers. This is a Helmer drawer unit thing. And I have them all in here. In this big basket, I keep the wheels and palettes and all the correctors and concealers that are my skin tone. And then I have the rest here in 3 baskets by lighter, then the next shade lighter, and then the lightest of my skin tone. These I usually use to highlight and brighten my under eye area. So that's just how I store my concealers. Alright, so we're going to start with the list of what I talk about in this breakdown series. The first one, how many do I have? With the little palette, I counted these, like these corrector wheels. I have one from NYX. I have one from BH Cosmetics, Black Up. I have 6 of those. Not that many. 2 from BH. I think 1 from Black Up. 2 from NYX. Is that 6 or 7? Can I not count? Whatever. Yeah. So I have 6 of those. Yeah, and I have BH, NYX, and Black Up. Yeah. So I have 6 of those little corrector wheel things. As far as individual concealers, I have 57. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, it's spread out through various brands, but I will tell you this, when I find a brand that I like in concealer, I will buy different shades. I will usually buy the deepest shade. If they have a dark shade to contour, I'll look for that, but I usually get maybe 2 or 3 next lightest shades, maybe even 4 lighter shades to highlight my face with if I find a concealer that I really, really like. So, yeah. My cheapest concealer is definitely the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I discovered these. These have a special place in my heart. This is, my shade in Toast. And then this is a yellow corrector. And we have an orange corrector here. This is my first concealer I ever bought. I gotta find that video, and I'm gonna link it down below, when I did not know what concealer was. And it was on YouTube when I started collecting makeup. Like my first year on YouTube, I was like, what is concealer? Help me. Leave in the comments how to use it. Like, I swear, I'm going to find that video and put it down below. Like, can you imagine? And I've grown this far. Like, crazy. Look at that Nelson back there. So, yeah, and this is the first concealer I ever bought. And I thought I was just buying a cheap concealer, you know, to try out. And they're really, really good. And everyone's using them. Like, they're all the rage. Like, makeup artists, like, are... So, I like to say I'm a OG, one of the first ones to discover the LA Girl concealers. I'll put that video down below. So, my most expensive, I have a few here. I have my top 3. The first one is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is one of my first high-end purchases back in the day. And $29. I bought my first one with a gift card. $29, and I fell in love with it. I now own, I think, 5. Different shades, 5. And I'll talk about it as a favorite later. $29. $29 for this concealer. Yes, it's worth it. I think so. Then again, I don't know if it's worth it or not, but I like them. Or the NARS. Then the next one we have is the Black Up. This is the Black Up palette, the corrector palette, concealer corrector palette. I got it in medium, I think. It doesn't say it on here. I'm almost sure it's medium. And this was $30. You have the 2 concealers here, then a lighter one here, and you got your orange corrector. See, I've played around with this. I don't mind it. I'm not a big corrector person, but when I tried it, I tried it and it works. Correctors do work. My dark circles aren't that deep and dark for me to need that all the time. But when I do it, it works, and I don't mind it. It's just that extra step. I'm not interested in doing it all the time. That's all I need to say. But I have dug around and played in this. They're really thick. I'm a fan of thick concealers. I like them thick and creamy. And not that bad. $30 though. It's not, you should know, but you do get 4 in here. 4 for a whole wheel. So I guess that's not bad. Alright, and then the most expensive concealer I own, I didn't even realize I paid this much for this. This is the Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer, and this is $34. What? Whoa. Because I have so many concealers, I can't say, oh, it's my super favorite. It is definitely full coverage. I will say that. Definitely full coverage. It says waterproof. I don't know. It is long wearing. It's definitely full coverage. And I'm a big light under the eye person. This is more of my skin tone. So I don't use it as much as I probably should, or, you know, to get the best out of it. But it's not bad. I don't dislike it. Would I repurchase it when I'm done with it? I don't know. That's going to be a long time from now. But it's definitely full coverage. You're looking for full coverage. And this works really well with the Ultra HD foundation. So if you're a fan of that foundation, definitely check it out. It's $34. So you know. But you do get quite a bit in here. Get half a fluid ounce. So I did not pick a best for price. It was so tough. Like, I didn't write it down because it was so tough, and I knew I was probably going to change it by the time I started doing the video. But I don't think I am. I actually have 2 best for price, and the first one is the MAC, where is it? MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. It's $19 at MAC. You get a really nice amount. How much you get in here? 0.3 fluid ounces. I think that's a lot. People use this concealer as foundation. That's why I said it's a really good best for price. $19. People use it as foundation. It's definitely a full coverage concealer. It is long wearing. It's a great consistency. I like thicker concealers, but this one's not too liquidy, but it's thin enough where they can give you a pump. It's in a bottle with a pump. Like, I think that's absolutely awesome. Like, for less than $20. Oh, phew. It's in here burping. I got it in NC45. I have my shade NC50 as well, but I got one lighter. I definitely enjoy these concealers. I really do like them, and I think they're great. I don't know anyone who doesn't like it. Put it like that. Really good. And then the next one, I'm going with the Maybelline Better Skin. Super Stay Better Skin. These are about $8 at the drugstore. They go on, I'm giving you medium to full coverage concealer. They are very, very, relatable to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealers. And if you don't want to spend $29, $8. They come in a variety of shades. They don't go super deep though. The deepest shade is still light for me. So if you're lighter than me, you'll be fine. But definitely, I have like 5 of these too. So, ooh, my neck. Definitely. All right. The most interesting. I'm going with the Sephora Gel Serum Concealer. This baby is so weird. So it's a wand, and the consistency of it is definitely, it's jelly. It reminds me of, give me something, the new Maybelline, oh god, what is this? Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Fat, like a moussey situation. Alright, you're getting coverage. Look at that. I mean, it's bomb. And it blends out to nothing. Like, it's covered, but it blends out to nothing. Like, it feels literally like nothing. And that's really interesting because concealers are usually thicker or far more, not always thicker, but I always associate concealers being more concentrated foundation, like heavier, to cover more, if that makes sense. Nelson, the screen went out. To cover more. Nelson? To cover more. And to have that so thin and to blend out into nothingness and still have coverage. I don't know. And that's $14 at Sephora, so go ahead and check it out. I do like that concealer. I really do. It's really interesting. Really interesting. The whole gel serum thing. Really interesting. It's my boo in the background, in case you didn't know. Alright. Favorites. I have 4 here. Alright, we're going with the NARS. I don't like to mention it because it's $29, but I'm keeping it real with you. The NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer is there. The balm. The coverage is there. The longevity is there. They look natural, but like I said, they cover. They look natural. I highlight with them. I'm wearing them now, today. I own like 5 colors. And they're the balm. Like, I don't know. How do you know when you're done? Like, I've had these forever. And yeah. I will replace them when I run out, but I don't know if I'm ever going to run out. I see people online and like, you know, like the Project Pan and like, it's this tube is clear. Like they get everything. And I'm like, I don't know. The balm. Then again, the MAC Pro Longwear. I already talked about it. The Maybelline Better Skin. Already talked about it. And then one that I haven't mentioned. This was one of my... the LA Girl Pro Conceal was my first concealer. This may have been like my second or third. This is the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in a Jar. This is from NYX. This is thick. It covers... Oh, this is the bomb. This was my Holy Grail concealer for a long time. Super thick. Definitely covers. It's about $5, and this is that, you know, when you want to do that no makeup, but you want to cover, or you want to look photoshopped, but with no makeup on. I'm reaching for this, or the NARS, but if I'm on a budget, reaching for this. It is amazing concealer. I think this may be my second or third jar. I have used these up. I will say this, they're not good for like highlighting, because I got some of the lighter shades and it just didn't look right, because it's so thick and so I keep with my skin tone, and I am in 08 Nutmeg. And yeah, you want a thick, best way to use it with your finger, because it's emollient, and to really break it down and make it creamy and blend in with your skin. But bomb. Bomb. Alright, and then my regret is by NYX as well. This is the NYX Dark Circle Concealer. I'm like, oh, I love the concealer in the jar. Let me go ahead and try this out. This is another one in a jar. Dark Circle. It does nothing for me. It's really, really thin. It's really, really greasy. I used to love it, actually. It has a peachy tone to it, so I can see it being brightening. Like, I guess that's what the point of it is, to cancel it out. This is the darkest one, by the way. Yeah, this is in Deep. But it's really, it's more of a correcting, brightening, peachy thing. I guess that's what it's meant to be. But it doesn't give me a lot of coverage. And maybe I'm using it wrong. I was expecting something different. But, yeah, not my friend. So, and I remember I lost it like right around when I first got it, because I was liking it in first. But I'm like, as I needed more coverage and started growing in my makeup and needed more coverage, I just realized that wasn't there for me and it wasn't doing it. So I don't really need it. That is it for my makeup collection breakdown of concealer. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns of any of the products mentioned in this video, be sure to leave them down below. I love you all. Talk to you next time. Bye.